All right, let's talk about a piece of tech that might just change the way we think about making things online. We're talking about taking a simple, flat picture and turning it into a real, three-dimensional object. It sounds like science fiction, but we're going to break down exactly how it works.
So, have you ever had an amazing idea for something in 3D? Maybe an asset for a video game you're dreaming up, or a product you want to see from all angles, or just a cool digital sculpture. For most of us, that's kind of where the dream ends. But why?
Well, here's the thing. For the longest time, 3D creation has been behind this massive wall. You needed super complex software that took forever to learn, and that's not even mentioning the price tag, which was often huge. It just wasn't built for the average person.
But what if those walls are finally starting to come down? What if making something in 3D was about to get as easy as just snapping a picture on your phone? That's the incredible promise we're digging into today.
Okay, so this is where Microsoft's new tool, Copilot 3D, steps onto the stage. At its heart, it's a really smart AI, and its whole job is to do one pretty mind-blowing thing. Take a normal 2D picture that you give it and generate a full 3D model from it.
And the process itself? It's all about simplicity. You're not digging through a bunch of confusing menus. You literally just upload an image. The AI does all the complicated stuff in the background. And then you download your result as a standard 3D file. It's a workflow for everybody, not just the pros.
And when you look at the details, you can see how they've really designed this to be accessible. First off, it's free to use. You just need a Microsoft or Google account. It works with the images you already have, like PNGs and JPEGs. The output is a .glb file, which is huge because that's a universal format you can pop into tons of other 3D programs right away. They've also built in privacy measures, which is great. But just a heads up, the files are only kept for 28 days, so you'll want to grab your creations pretty quick.
So, the big question, right? Does it actually work? And how well? Now we're going to get into the real-world performance of this thing and give you some tips to get the absolute best results out of it.
And this is where we got to be real about where the tech is at right now. The AI is fantastic with certain things. Think furniture, everyday items, objects with really clear shapes. But it does still have a hard time with the really complex, organic stuff, like realistic animals or people. It's an amazing tool for sure, but it helps to know its sweet spots.
So, if you want to give it a try, here are a few pro tips to get the best results. First, always start with a high-res image. The more data the AI has, the better. Try to put your object on a plain background. Cut out all the clutter so the AI knows exactly what to look at. And hey, for more complicated stuff, you can even feed it images from a few different angles to give it a more complete view. Okay, so you did it. You uploaded a photo of a cool chair, and now you have a 3D model of it sitting on your computer. What can you actually do with it? This is where it all gets really, really fun. It's like a brand new playground for creators. The possibilities here are just, wow. An indie game developer could whip up assets in minutes instead of spending days on them. Someone could build an augmented reality app letting you see how that chair looks in your living room. E-commerce sites could show you a product from every single angle. And in education, this could totally change how we make interactive models for learning.
Now let's zoom all the way out and think about the big picture. When a tool like this is suddenly free and easy for anyone to use, it has the power to completely shake up the creator economy.
There's one summary that just hits the nail on the head. This is Microsoft's push to make 3D content creation accessible to everyone. This isn't just another feature. It's about tearing down those walls we talked about. The entire goal is to lower the barrier so that basically anyone with an idea can bring it to life in 3D.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. When the power to create in 3 dimensions is no longer in the hands of a few experts, when it becomes as simple as taking a photo, what happens next? What kind of new worlds? What amazing new ideas? What will we build?